Cameron Stewart of Locked On Baylor. Basketball this weekend. Awesome.
Great.
So
best
good,
winter
man.
sport I watched this weekend, I'll tell you that.
I felt like Arizona and Houston, the marquee game, of course. BYU without Richie Saunders winning by double digits, playing a good first half, against Iowa State. Texas Tech, no JT Toppin, scoring 100 points, blowing out Kansas State. The Baylor Bears winning a game. TCU and UCF being in the tournament, but past all that. Storyline number one. At Phog Allen Fieldhouse, 84-68. Cincinnati dominates Kansas down the stretch. Not going to save Wes Miller's job. Shouldn't. Bill Self said post-game that he had just lost to an NCAA tournament team. Wrong.
Incorrect.
No, not a real thing. Yeah. I'm not going to go doomsday red button against Kansas. We'll talk Darryn Peterson later. But this is also still really bad for the Jayhawks.
Hey, I want to take the focus 1 second on Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because when I wake up in the morning on a game day, I say, Cincinnati's playing today.
Yep.
I go,
Super Bowl.
Kansas State, Baylor, we're good.
Yep.
Cincinnati's here.
They're playing.
Cincinnati, I have anointed this weekend the most frustrating team in the Big 12.
Okay.
Baylor and Kansas State, trust me, they've got their own issues, and they've got plenty. But the fact that Cincinnati can do something that nobody has done at Phog Allen in 50 years, they punked them, man. They crushed them down the stretch. And to know that everyone but Bill Self knows that they are not an NCAA tournament team is crazy. They have beaten Kansas on the road. They beat Iowa State at home. This is like in between protests. This is in between Wes Miller, like going up to the fans after the game, being like, I see that you're pissed. You should be pissed. We stink. Like, that's in the same season. That's in all in like a same month, man. And Kansas State takes the headlines, and then Baylor loses to Kansas State. There's all kinds of issues there. But if you're a Cincinnati fan, you're like, you gotta like grab the fat kid's face like in Billy Madison. Like, what is going on here? What is happening? Why can't we just turn this into a good basketball team? But Marone, Kansas. Where did that even come from?
Yeah, so can I this would never have made sense in 2018. Okay? There was never a time in 2018 where a just okay, kind of hapless TCU would have gone on the road to Allen Fieldhouse and won. There was not a time in 2016 where Bruce Weber and a decent Kansas State 7 seed went on the road and won at Phog Allen, or who was the guy at Oklahoma State that coached? He was bald, got kicked out of that one game. Mike Boynton. There was never a 15-13 Mike Boynton team that walks into Allen Fieldhouse and wins.
There was never an 18-12 Baylor team that was a 6 seed in the tournament that went in there and won. Baylor,
not in Lawrence.
As great as they've been for the better part of the last decade, they've won in Lawrence one time ever.
That was on CBS at noon, by the way.
That was awesome. They ended the game on a 12-0 run. It was so awesome. 2020. Yeah.
Do you want to speaking of runs here?
I've got him today for sure. I definitely had him watching that 3-on-3 overtime.
Oh, mama, don't you cry. Yeah.
USA Hockey do or die?
USA Hockey's do or die. West Virginia falls apart.
Put it in the glass.
17-5 run late in the game for TCU. They could be an NCAA tournament team. West Virginia. That was kind of whoever wins this game, in my opinion, goes to tourney. We still have plenty to play, time to play here, but that's what it felt like in my brain. UCF should squarely be in the tournament. Baylor's got still a ton of work to do. You probably have to win.
Is West Virginia the 4th team on the Mount Rushmore of frustrating Big 12 teams?
God, man, maybe but every year, dude, their last few seasons have been just borderline bubble. Frustrating bubble.
I don't throw them a bone. Like, right, it's an entirely new roster and a new coach.
When Baylor was good, like they would go play those teams in West Virginia. on the road and shoot 55 combined free throws, and it was just gross.
Yeah.
They love to muck it up. Under Huggins, they did it. Under whoever the guy was last year, they did it. Like that's what they're doing, man. Again, aforementioned Texas Tech dominating win. I think the Colorado-Oklahoma State game's an afterthought just because both of those teams will have no bearing on the postseason. Arizona-Houston. Either Kansas will lose back-to-back games at Allen or Houston will lose 3 straight games.
Yeah. Whew. Something's got to give. Can they
Neither of those can happen. Neither of those can happen.
Oof. Man.
Man.
And all of a sudden, the Big 12, we have questions. If this was happening in football, there would be all these think pieces about how the Big 12 can't have more than one team in the CFP.
Right.
After this. That's why I love basketball.
Whereas over across the country, BYU and Iowa State play, and your favorite, Robert Wright III,
my guy,
played 40 minutes, scored 6 points, and had 4 assists, but played 40 minutes and actually is good at defense, did pretty well on defense. Only took 8 shots in his 40 minutes. And then AJ DeBonsa.
Talk about my guy.
40 minutes. Yeah. Also, I'm going to bury the AJ DeBonsa for a bit because we'll talk a lot about him during the Darryn Peterson conversation. But BYU just knocked off what I think to be, I'm going to say it's controversial for sure, but I think Iowa State, I have them right now going the furthest in March Madness. Arizona's young. They're the best team on their best day in the Big 12. The best team on the best day in the Big 12, okay? Mm-hmm. Tournament format, March, I want Taman Lipsey, Milan Momcilovic. I want Joshua Jefferson as a complement to that and experience.
I think Iowa State might have the best third and fourth options.
Okay, so past the big, because everybody's got a big 3.
Yeah, I struggle with Iowa State because every time I think they're going to make a deep run, they don't. Right? Yeah, and you know, I mean, if we're talking deep runs, it's been a long time since they made a deep run. And they something happens and they're out in the round of 32 or in the Sweet 16. But I'm kind of with you on that point though. I think if Kansas can figure out the Darryn Peterson situation, which again, we'll talk about in a minute, they are that good, but they clearly have not figured that out, and it is late February. So, we're running out of time. Tech would have been the other team, and obviously not anymore.
Houston, Uzan.
I like
Sharp.
Houston a lot.
Yeah,
I do like Houston. If I had to put money down on it, I'd probably have Iowa State going farther.
I do too. That's what I'm saying. So I think they're just the experience, the age. Iowa State, Houston was there last year, so I have confidence. They're 2 Final Four teams. Houston and Iowa State are my top 2 in the Big 12. But BYU without Richie Saunders,
no man,
just won by 10 against one of my favorite teams in the Big 12.
I know. I'm still like kind of selling, but.
That's crazy. I sold last week. The second I'm out on BYU, and now they're like, oh, by the way, AJ DeBonsa is the best player in college basketball. Oh, I forgot about that. Oops.
Where's Baylor factor into this?
My bad.
They go the furthest in the crown.
Yep, they can go the furthest in the CBI. That's what that is.
Does that still exist, or is that become the crown?
I don't know.
Can we get some fact checkers on? This is why we need the intern.
Coming up, Darryn Peterson. Screw you. Sorry, that's harsh. Don't actually screw him. But bad situation. Locked on Big 12, locked on Baylor. Hola. Como te llamas? Today's show is brought to you by Mazda. Mazda is the car. It's the vehicle. It is class. It is patience. It is drive. It's moving the game forward for those who show there's more to the score than what's on the screen. Dog. My game changer, my bar raiser this week, AJ DeBonsa. The extra work off the court, every detail dialed in, giving it the extra fire that I never quit. We put the same passion into every model. Highlights make the reel. What it took to get there makes it count. There's more to a Mazda, just like there's more to AJ DeBonsa, and because there's more to you with Mazda. Today's show is also brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel is exactly where I go any and every given week in the National Basketball Association. Ever wanted to experience the NBA Finals live and in person? FanDuel's giving you that chance. Here's how it works. Use your profit boost on any NBA future, and you're entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. That's right. Flights, tickets, the whole experience. Now, not only can your pick cash, but it could also send you to the finals. Visit FanDuel.com to get started. Use your profit boost on an NBA future. Get entered for a chance to win a trip to the NBA Finals. Play your game with FanDuel. The official sports betting partner of the NBA is FanDuel.